What up, everybody? Welcome back, Mad Viking Toy Channel. Here we are. I'm a little late on this. I should have gotten this out way sooner. I actually did really well with my prediction video last year. I don't know why. Well, I know why. I've had a really busy week. It was Easter. Had family here. A lot of work. A lot of time spent. And I'm beat up. So I do apologize. I know, what is it now? Thursday? So yeah, it's probably going to affect my views, but oh well. We'll just get into it, because this is a long card. I don't think it's going to be such a long WrestleMania that it was like last year. What was it last year? 5, 6 hours? 7? It was so long that they were actually considering making 2 nights of WrestleMania in the future. So there'd be like an A show and a B show. And I think if they ever do that, the WWE will be stretching themselves too far, and they're going to be the WCW sinking ship. I still can't believe the 3-hour Raw TV show is still going on. But whatever. This is the WrestleMania predictions video. All right, first off, this is a kickoff show match, which means probably nobody's going to see it except for the people in the stadium. And it's Cedric Alexander versus Mustafa Ali. This is rumored already to be a match that's going to blow the roof off of the dome. It's supposed to be given time so these guys can perform, but like I said, who's going to see it unless you're at the network and you're going to sit there for, 3 extra hours to watch all this stuff. Cedric Alexander is a very talented wrestler. Mustafa Ali is a very talented wrestler. This is for the Cruiserweight Finals Championship to crown the new Cruiserweight Champion. Enzo's innocent, y'all. That girl is crazy as shit. I think she's in the nut house right now. She tried to commit suicide again or something last I heard. But whatever, that's for a different time too. Anyways, this match, I'm not going to sweat this one. I think they're going to give it to Cedric Alexander. I mean, I don't watch 205 Live, but I know I haven't seen Mustafa Ali on Raw in forever. I have seen Cedric Alexander, so I guess that's considered a push these days. Obviously, they're probably going to keep feuding, so does it really matter who wins or loses here? No, but it just matters they need to get, obviously, somebody needs to get handed the strap. So I'm just going to say here, straight out the gate, it's going to be Cedric Alexander. And really, this should not be the kickoff. It's going to be in the kickoff show block of matches, but it shouldn't be the first match. To me, it should probably be the women's memorial, whatever, but maybe do the Andre the Giant, then the women's. But this should be just before the show opens to get everybody hyped. Those other 2 matches are not going to be anything exciting, and no one's going to care about them. This one has potential for people to care about them, to care about it. But anyway, I'm picking Cedric Alexander to beat Mustafa Ali and become the new Cruiserweight Champion. All right. Next up on the kickoff show, we have the first ever women's battle, memorial, whatever, Royal Rumble. I just want to say here, I don't know what it is, but Natalya is looking fine all of a sudden. I mean, she almost looks like a different chick. I still have my Becky Lynch crush, but man, I don't know what happened to Bayley in this picture, but she looks a little drunk or something. But I don't know. Natalya is looking good these days. But anyway, obviously these are probably the top contenders to be the winner in the Women's Battle Royal. Really, does it matter who goes on to win here? I guess they could say whoever won that is going to go after whoever wins the Women's Championship match. But if Nia Jax wins, I mean, no one's going to be jumping up and down to be the #1 contender. So I don't know. Out of these women, if they want to freshen the pool here after with the women's title scene, I would say give it to Ruby Riott, or even Natalya. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's because she can wrestle. I mean, Brooks is fine for what she is, but she's dainty and gets hurt a lot. Bayley, I don't know, man. I guess I never saw those NXT matches that everybody talks about between her and Banks. So, and I definitely never saw her on house shows, so I don't have that connection to her, but I have never been impressed with her so far, and I think her finishing move, the belly to belly, is just retarded. All that is a belly-to-belly suplex. Since when does that knock people out? But anyway, I don't know. or even Becky Lynch, because it's been so long with Becky, but I don't know. I'm going to go out on a limb. Like I said, I'm not going to speculate. I'm just going to say I want to see Ruby Riott win. Ruby Riott wins the first ever women's battle royal. And we certainly know it won't be Mandy Rose, because she seems to be losing everything. She lost the first women's rumble, she was the first to be eliminated from the Women's Royal Rumble, and she was the first to lose from the Women's Chamber. So who knows? I wonder if she'll be the first to get thrown out here, too, as well. She seems to have a really bad streak going on. But anyway, I'm picking Ruby Riott. Next up on the kickoff show, it's the Andre the Giant, over the top battle royal. Anybody want a peanut? I'm sure none of you know what that means. But anyway, this is another match. It's probably going to mean absolutely nothing for the winner. Past winners were Corbin, Cesaro, Big Show. Did it do anything for any of those boys? Not a damn thing. So I'm sure it will be the same thing to whoever manages to win this one. Oh yeah, no, last year was Mojo Rawley. Boy, what a year Mojo Rawley had, right? Wrong. Mojo Rawley, probably the worst winner out of them all. He did absolutely nothing to benefit his career by winning that. Geez, I don't even know who's in this match. I've heard there's supposed to be surprise entrance, possibly. But I doubt it. It seems like they want to put everybody on the roster in this WrestleMania. That's why these cards are all so overflowing, etc. It would be nice to see surprises, but then, like I said, it wouldn't really make any sense if, say, like a Rey Mysterio Jr. Oh, no. As I should say, surprises, I heard, like, Big Show's going to be coming back. And Big Cass is going to make his big return. Big Cass, woohoo! Guys like that. We'll probably see Samoa Joe. What a waste, though, right? He should be in a WrestleMania card. Maybe that's who Braun's partner is. Cross your fingers. Probably Jeff Hardy, etc. will be in this match. Who do I think's going to win it? Who would I like to see win it? I would love to see Matt Hardy win it. Even though it probably won't do anything for him. It probably would be something hilarious that he could do with the broken gimmick storyline, if Vince is going to let him continue it, even though it did really good numbers. Who knows? So, like I said, I'm not going to speculate on this one because too many people involved and don't even know the roster who's going to be involved. So I'm just speculating. I'm picking Matt Hardy. Up next on the card for WrestleMania, we have the Raw Tag Team Champions, The Bar, Cesaro, and Sheamus versus Braun and his mystery partner. Like I said, that mystery partner could be anybody. It's probably some of the people I mentioned in the last little clip. So I'm not going to speculate here. Do I really think? I don't even know what to think. I still can't believe The Bar is Tag Team Champions. With with Sheamus supposedly injured, possibly on the brink of retiring with spinal nosis, the same thing that took out Edge. So, being tag team champ, being chucked around the ring by Braun, it just seems like a really weird thing to do to a guy who's on the verge of being crippled. So, I don't know. I hear the titles aren't going to change hands, but, at some point they've got to go off these two guys. I don't know that Sheamus is retiring, but maybe he needs some rest. You don't push a guy who's injured the way they do, but whatever. Depending on whoever Braun's partner is, it would have been really cool if it was Bray Wyatt. But, I have a feeling it's probably going to be, like I said, Samoa Joe or I don't know, could be Jeff Hardy, even though that would be really weird too. I mean, Joe and Braun have a kind of a history, but it seems like now at this point, who doesn't have a history with Braun? He's either beating them up or they're having matches together. So, I don't know. I don't think they're going to change hands on this. I just think whoever the Bar fights now, I don't even know. Why isn't the Bar fighting the Revival or something? It's such a weird card. But anyway, I'm just going to say the Bar retains versus Braun and mystery partner. And keep it simple. Up next, it's the United States Heavyweight Champion of SmackDown, Randy Orton versus Glorious Bobby Roode versus Jinder Mahal and Happy Rusev Day in a four-way match for the title. I totally predict this title dropping from Orton, so he can go back on probably his 2-month of hiatus of taking long baths with his wife and posting on the Instagram. I don't know. I can't see them putting it back on Bobby Roode. They obviously didn't have any sort of trust in him. He had a very short title run. Can we name any meaningful matches he had or defending the title? Nope. I can't either. I would like to see Jinder Mahal win it. He would be great holding that title. Could make for some great segments, but knowing the WWE would probably be really racist or something like that. To me, who I want to see win is Rusev. Recently heard he asked for his release again, and that's why he was put into this match as like a way to calm him down. Supposedly he was one of the top sellers, if not the top seller of this year with his Rusev shirt and calendar. And I guess, they still are getting quite the cash flow from it. So, of course, they're not going to grant his release. He must be pretty confident in what he would be doing on the indie scene or worldwide. I don't see him jumping to TNA. But there is quite the market on the indie scene these days. Just ask Cody Rhodes. But anyway, I'm going to say that we're going to calm Rusev's temper down a little bit and give him the United States title. What would that make, his second title reign or third title reign with the U.S. title? I can't remember. But it will be Happy Rusev Day for everyone. If Rusev Maska. Chances are who's going to take the pin. It's probably going to be Bobby Roode. Rusev Maska comes out on top as the new United States champion. That's my pick. Next match on the card, we have the Intercontinental Champion, The Miz, versus Finn Balor versus Seth Rollins in a three-way dance. Miz recently re-signed a contract where it was said they're going to basically make him the most decorated Intercontinental Champion of all time. He's supposed to break some record for the longest reign. They keep saying he's about to break some record, but how can that be? Because he just won that title back from Roman, 2-3 months ago? 2 months? So how can he have this long title reign going? I don't know. It's just WWE logic. Every time they say that, my mind is just like, what? But anyway, do I see if Mr. King of the Intercontinental title losing, if they're really going down this path? No. This should be a really great match. It better be. These are three top stars. This match better blow the absolute roof off. It would be nice to see Finn come out and character, wink, wink, but I don't know that that's going to happen. Weaponize Finn and all. Now, like I said, if Miz comes out on top here, there is no reason whatsoever why he should not be contending for the World Heavyweight title. He can beat John Cena. He can beat Roman Reigns. He can beat Dean Ambrose. I think he's fought Rollins before for the title, but he can't win a heavyweight championship title. He can't get into a main event feud. He's one of their best, if not the best guys they have, and they just squander him. I've ranted about it before in the past. If he's really only signed for like 2 more years, whatever it was, they really need to do something with him. He deserves to be back on top. Somebody obviously saw that when he was on top and was the heavyweight champion. I didn't see it in him then. And I didn't even, you weren't supposed to like him. He was a heel. But I did not see anything in him, and he's grown on me. I can tell. Dude's got talent. He's awesome on the mic. He deserves better than what he gets. He shouldn't be the 100-time IC champion. It's just ridiculous. So I'm going to stick with that. I'm going to say The Miz comes out on top, and I hope it goes, once he loses this title, he goes on to bigger and better things. But I've said this before in the past, too. Miz retains. All right, next on the card, we have the SmackDown Tag Team title match. The Usos versus the Bludgeon Brothers versus the New Day. Yes, I still can't believe the New Day is a thing. I don't know who the combo will be in the ring, but we know we're going to get all three of them. The Usos have now had the titles now for quite some time. A little bit anyway. I don't even know what to think. I would say if the New Day wins the titles again, we have the up-and-comer Bludgeon Brothers who seem to be unstoppable. No one can have a match with these guys. They just destroy everyone. So really, how can they not come out on top? But it would be 5 against 2 in a WrestleMania match if they decide to work together. That would be the only way that these guys don't come out on top. And I don't know. I just don't know what the WWE's deal is. I just don't see them putting the titles on these guys. I just see them repackaging them as the guys that chase the titles. Big bad monsters. I mean, they're just wearing different clothes. They were the same 2 guys in the Wyatt family, and they never could win a freaking tag team title. So, I don't know. I don't know what to think. I do support them, trust me. But, I don't know. Like I said, if this is really the tag team ranks of SmackDown, it's getting depressing. Like I said, maybe the Usos retain. Maybe they don't. I'm just going to say I would like to see, I guess, the Wyatts or the Bludgeon Brothers win just to freshen shit up. So that's going to be what my pick is. I really don't care at this point who wins. It would be if the Usos retain, I'll be fine with that. Like I said, I'm so tired of the New Day. I can't see another long title reign from them right now. So I'm going to say the Bludgeon Brothers, please win the SmackDown Tag Team titles. Next up on the card, we have Little Miss Bliss versus Nia, I'm Coming to Get You Jax for the women's title. Bliss has held the title, or a title, for well over a year now, both Raw and SmackDown. This would be the great opportunity to dethrone her. I don't think Mickie James will get involved because I'm sure she's in the Women's Battle Royal. But I don't know if the WWE is going to put that title on Nia Jax because of her pissy fit earlier in the year where she walked off TV. Yeah, she's The Rock's cousin, and I think she uses that to her backstage power. It just seemed really odd when she came back from that little hissy fit that the WWE booked her in that storyline with Enzo, even though I was curious to see how it went. It didn't give her any more matches. It got her on TV more, but she wasn't wrestling, so that meant she wasn't going to win a belt. It was just something to, I guess, occupy her time and keep her happy. I don't know. But like I said, Bliss has got to lose the title here. Like I said, she's held a version of a title now for well over a year. So she's due to drop it. So I don't know. I'm going to go on a limb. It's not really a limb. I'm just going to pick. I think Nia Jax will win. If Alexa Bliss wins again, though, man, boy, it's going to be. I think it's going to shock a lot of people just because the WWE must really, really stand behind her. But I'm just going to say Nia Jax just for S's and giggles. Next up on this really long card, we have SmackDown's Women's Champion. I can't remember. Asuka, she hasn't been moved. She's just fighting Charlotte Flair. I assume when she wins the title, and yes, I'm saying she's going to win because it's going to kick off her planned reign as women's champion in her undefeated streak, which was going to go on for quite a bit. So yeah, that's my pick. Charlotte's going down. Asuka's going to win, but I guess that means Asuka goes to SmackDown? There'll probably be some sort of a trade after she beats Charlotte. I don't know. I don't think anybody's expecting Charlotte to win, but this is a really good match on card. I don't think they should have sacrificed Charlotte, though, like this. It should have been a different card. Maybe Charlotte should have been the one to defeat Asuka at some point. So, there's at least 2 women on the roster with equal footing. Anything can happen type thing. So, I don't know. I guess that's just how I'll leave it. Asuka's going to beat Charlotte and become the SmackDown Women's Champion. Next up on the card, it's the please, Shane O'Mac needs a match in a major pay-per-view. He's, of course, has to have his 18th match of the year, taking up some poor wrestler spot, but whatever. He needs, like I said, after Mania, Shane McMahon's wrestling card needs to narrow the F down. But anyway, it's the return of Daniel Bryan, medically cleared. I hope he doesn't sign a long-term contract with the WWE. He is still under contract till September. But he is under huge scrutiny, so I hope he isn't foolish and signs a long-term deal. He was supposed to be the main event in the All-In card, or I don't even know if that's a pay-per-view. He was going to be versus Cody Rhodes, but because of being cleared and being in WrestleMania, if I believe right, I don't even remember how it works. The All-In event had its date changed, and they went a different route. But that was one of the reasons why I wanted to go to the All-In event, to be there for the return of Daniel Bryan. But I'm not going to pay like $2,000 to watch the return of Daniel Bryan in a crappy match. Like, not crappy because of the wrestling. It's a garbage match. Anyway, so that we have that Daniel Bryan returning in a tag team match with a guy he's been arguing and fighting with all year long, Shane O'Mac versus Team ROH, Kevin Stein with Sami Zayn, a.k.a. I can't even think of his name now. But anyway, I have a feeling Daniel Bryan I've said this months ago, because it was already rumored Daniel Bryan was going to get a WrestleMania match. He was also rumored to win the Royal Rumble, but they backed out at the last second. But anyway, that's hearsay now. Anyway, he was been rumored to have a match back for months, and I predicted, and this was supposed to be the match, and lo and behold, here it is. And I predicted he was going to turn on Shane in the match, help Kevin and Zayn win, maybe possibly form a faction. Daniel Bryan was going to be replaced as general manager, and we're hearing rumblings that it's going to be Hulk Hogan, which is kind of weird and cool. I don't know. But it'd be nice to see him again. So I'm just going to... It would be Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn winning by DQ, right? I don't even know how they would call it if Daniel Bryan starts beating up on Shane. It's a DQ, right? I don't know. But I'll just say Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn are going to win this match. Next match on this card, it's nice to see Kurt Angle back in the ring, hopefully actually getting to wrestle this time, not like that Shield match he had. He's in a tag team match versus Stephanie McMahon, Helmsley, and Triple H. His partner is Ronda, not quite ready for TV, Rousey. As you can see, she's been flubbing her lines on live TV. I think little MMA Princess, a lot of people noticed that the table she went through on Monday, the table was bowed. So that means they gimmicked the table before Princess even went through it. And she no-sold it afterwards, too. I mean, she can chokeslam Triple H and knock him out in 1 week. She gets chokeslammed through a table, and she's perfectly fine staring at Triple H and Stephanie McMahon. You know, it's just whatever. From what I've told you in past videos, this is Ronda Rousey was brought into the company basically to become Stephanie McMahon's Stone Cold Steve Austin character. This is just going to be the start of it. Expect quite the feud, or Stephanie always interfering with Ronda, things like that in the future. It's going to be a long, drawn-out thing. I think I heard Ronda was signed to 4 years. I thought another one said 7. But anyways, it's going to be a long, drawn-out feud with Stephanie. Who's going to win? I can't see Ronda Rousey being signed with all this hype. First match out. Millions of viewers. It's going to draw UFC viewers' curiosity as well. Is it going to be good for the business? to have her lose to a non-wrestling woman and her husband who's retired? No. If they do that, oh man, I don't even know what to tell you. And I'm not a Rousey fan. I was glad when she was humbled when she lost, but I can tell you it would be bad for business if Ronda Rousey comes in and loses to Stephanie McMahon in her first match. So I'm picking Kurt Angle and Ronda Rousey over Triple H and Stephanie. Next up on the card, we have SmackDown World Heavyweight Champion AJ Styles versus When I Beat You, Shinsuke Nakamura at WrestleMania. This match should be an instant classic. It's a rematch to their match in New Japan Pro Wrestling. The WWE better not F this match up and water it down, make it boring. I don't know. AJ is rumored to be hurt. But if that's true, I mean, he can perform, lose, because that's what's happening. He better be losing. Shinsuke was supposed to have won the title early in the year. Cena cock-blocked it. This is supposed to be his redemption, I guess, at the title. And really, he should win it at this point. AJ's had it now for quite some time. He took it from Jinder during Jinder's India tour, which I still thought was retarded, but that had nothing to do with AJ. It's just time to move on, I think, for now. AJ will get more titles in the future, but everybody wants this. Shinsuke's push has almost totally been derailed by Vince or whoever the powers that be. He needs a boost, and he needs the title. We need a feel-good moment of Shinsuke Nakamura winning the title at WrestleMania 34. That's my pick. Shinsuke Nakamura over AJ. Likely the last match of the night, the match that's going to be dreaded by everyone because we have known for over a year what's coming. This is the coronation of Roman Reigns over Brock Lesnar to become the #1 guy in the WWE. I know it pains me to even say it. It looks like Brock Lesnar is going back to UFC as of now. Looks like he's even taking Paul Heyman. Paul Heyman's getting an outside gig already from the WWE. If the WWE lets Paul walk. I mean, I thought there was supposed to be rumors of Paul managing Charlotte or possibly Ronda. I mean, that would probably be going out the window. There is really supposed to be some bad blood. Some of it's been storyline, you know, when supposedly Lesnar walked out. He did walk out of one show, and that's when the WWE refused to sign a new contract. And he and Heyman walked out. That was legit. And I know they turned it into a couple of weeks thing on TV, but that really happened. And I think that was really all Brock Lesnar was ever brought back to do was, yeah, he was supposed to win the title. He was supposed to look unbeatable, indestructible. The whole purpose of him coming back was to look that way and at some point put somebody over, pass the torch. Somebody, maybe even two people along the way. And of course, the WWE is still drunk high on Roman Reigns, even though I think Seth Rollins is way more over. And he doesn't even get the push that Roman Reigns does right now. But this is probably, either way, Roman Reigns' last big hoorah, whether this title reign is successful or not. I just don't see it getting over. The fans still are not going to turn and start cheering him. He's still going to be hated more than ever. We're not going to hear the boos, I don't think, at this WrestleMania, but you never know. It is inside a dome. But they will drown the boos out with crowd noise when Roman Reigns defeats Brock Lesnar. And yes, that's what's happening. Roman Reigns over Brock Lesnar. I'll probably be drunk at that point for the Raw Championship. So that's it, guys. That's my predictions for WrestleMania 34 in New Orleans. Hit me up in the comments. Let me know what you think about my predictions. Let me know your predictions. Get a convoy going. I don't know. Hit like, subscribe. That notification button is very important, guys. If you want to keep seeing videos, all of them, YouTube plays games, as we all know. Hitting that notification button guarantees you get the video in your box when I release it. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching and sticking in there. I can't believe this took all of 30 minutes. This is obviously going to be a very long Sunday, this Sunday. But it's WrestleMania. This is Guy Day. This is my Super Bowl, even though I love football. You get what I'm saying. It's Guy Day. So get your pizzas, your beer if you're old enough, your chips and dip, all that good stuff, guys. And I'll see you on Sunday. I can't see myself doing going live, YouTube live for all that time. I mean, that's a long time. I still don't know how long this pay-per-view is. It's got to be at least 5 hours. And I just can't do it. I don't even know if I could fill in my live results video with this card. I could do it, obviously, if I was very quick and didn't talk or rant. But, I mean, it's WrestleMania. It's hard not to talk.